The highlights. Loma pledges cleaner environment, proper waste management during after Easter celebrations. President Tinubu urges Nigerians to remain optimistic amid Easter celebrations. On the foreign scene, Indian Prime Minister holds talks on technology collaboration with United States. In sport, Real Madrid's Dani Carvajal faces UEFA ban over altercation with Arsenal's Bukayo Saka during Champions League match. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring a clean and hygienic environment across the Lagos state throughout the Easter celebrations. It also pledged comprehensive waste management measures designed to effectively serve residents before, during, and after the holidays. Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of LOMA, Muyiwa Agbadegeshin, assured that necessary operational resources had been deployed to meet expected increase in waste generation during the period. Agbadegeshin admonished residents to bag their waste properly, engage only assigned PSP operators, and ensure prompt payment of waste bills to sustain service delivery, noting that the authority would leave no stone unturned in its quest to achieve environmental sustainability. He strongly advised the resident against illegal dumping, reckless driving, and acts capable of compromising the environment during the celebrations, stressing the importance of public responsibility in realizing cleaner Lagos. Lagos State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board has commenced the vaccination of its intending pilgrims against polio, meningitis, and yellow fever ahead of the 2025 Hajj exercise in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The vaccination, which started on Wednesday, April 16 at the Shamsi Adisa Thomas Mosque Hall, GRA Ikeja, has intended pilgrims from Magigi, Amowo, Dofin, Badagry, and Mushin local government areas being attended to. The board secretary Abdulakim Ajomagberi said the vaccination exercise aids in fulfillment of the requirement for international travel, urging the intending pilgrims to make themselves available on the date appointed for their various local government. He added that officials of the Port Health Service under the Ministry of Health would provide them with a yellow card after the vaccination. The Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC Lagos Sector Command has reported a multiple vehicle crash that occurred at Kara Bridge along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in the early hours of today. A total of 7 vehicles were involved in the serious crash, including 6 Toyota vehicles and a green Mack truck. In a statement by the Sector Public Education Officer Elizabeth Jayola, preliminary investigations indicated probable cause of the crash to be speed violation. Jayola said 5 individuals sustained various degrees of injury, 1 adult male, 2 adult females, and 2 female children, with no fatalities recorded. She noted that FRSC personnel, in collaboration with sister agencies, are on site managing traffic and overseeing the ongoing clearance of the obstruction to restore free flow of traffic along the Kara Opik Bridge. Now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has called on Nigerians not to lose hope as a result of the prevailing security challenges, assuring that just as Christ triumphed over death, the country too shall triumph over every challenge it is facing. The president also stated that the present moment may be cloudy. It will usher in a glorious day. And this was contained in his Easter message to Christians in Nigeria and the global Christian community in commemoration of Easter, the celebration of Jesus Christ's crucifixion and resurrection, which is the cornerstone of the Christian faith. He said he remains steadfast in his commitment to delivering the promise of a renewed hope, a better, more just and prosperous Nigeria for all, while appealing to Nigerians to remain steadfast in the face of the daunting security challenges. President Tinubu urged all Nigerians to remain hopeful, united, and resolute in pursuing national progress. As Christians in Nigeria join others around the world to mark the 2025 Easter celebrations, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Gbetokun, has ordered tight security measures across the country to ensure a peaceful and hitch-free holiday. In a statement by the force public relations officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi, Gbetokun extended warm Easter greetings to the Christian faithful, urging them to reflect on the values of hope, renewal, and sacrifice which the season represents. He directed all commissioners of police and supervising assistant inspectors general of police to intensify visibility policing, intelligence gathering, and extended surveillance in their jurisdictions. The police boss also directed the strategic deployment of personnel to churches, recreational centers, highways, and other public places to forestall any security breach during the festivities. Gbetokun called on Nigerians to cooperate with the law enforcement agencies by providing timely and credible information to help prevent any potential threats to public safety. In foreign news now, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi says he discussed his country's potential to collaborate with the United States on technology and innovation during a conversation with tech billionaire Elon Musk. Modi shared a post on X detailing his telephone conversation with Musk and said they had revisited topics from their meeting in Washington earlier this year. His conversation with Musk comes as India is working towards securing a bilateral trade agreement with the U.S. to offset the brunt of President Donald Trump's potential tariffs. It also comes days before U.S. Vice President Jake Vance's four-day trip to India. Modi added that India remained committed to advancing its partnership with the U.S. in these domains. In sport now, Real Madrid's Dani Carvajal faces being banned by UEFA over his altercation with Bukayo Saka at half-time of his side's Champions League defeat to Arsenal. Injured right back Carvajal was seen in the tunnel area as the teams left the field on Wednesday night at the Bernabeu, with the Spanish international accosting Saka and raising his hands as the England star headed to the dressing rooms. Carvajal put his hand on the back of Saka's neck, and when the Ghana's winger retaliated by pushing back, the pair were quickly surrounded by staff members from both sides, including the Ghana's substitute Ben White, who confronted Carvajal. Saka quickly made his way down to the tunnel and was completely blameless in the incident, with reports saying Carvajal was unhappy with what he saw as the disrespectful move from Saka to take a Panenka penalty against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. That's it on the news at 4, but just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watch towers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website to end the news. Here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring a clean and hygienic environment across the state throughout the Easter celebrations. President Bola Tinubu has called on Nigerians not to lose hope as a result of the prevalent security challenges, assuring that just as Christ triumphed over death, the country too shall triumph over every challenge it is facing. We also told you that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he discussed his country's potential to collaborate with the United States on technology and innovation during a conversation with tech billionaire Elon Musk. And finally, in sport, Real Madrid's Dani Carvajal faces being banned by UEFA over his altercation with Bukayo Saka at half-time of his side's Champions League defeat to Arsenal. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluokoroku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.